it's me Katie, welcome back to Still the Spotlight. So originally I wasn't actually planning to do any Halloween themed content. Obviously at least 70% of my channel could be translated into Halloween costumes as it is. So I'm gonna leave some relevant links in the description box, whether you want like the vampire witchy sort of vibes. We've got the 2000s Mean Girls trope. You wanna go cartoon characters, some funky dolls. We're talking Bratz, Monster High, films with a very distinct costume design. We've got the magical girls and just a plethora of anime to choose from. So I was almost kind of stuck on what direction I actually wanted to take this video in. So I decided to take inspiration from one thing I am and one thing I aspire to be, which is lazy and hot. So with that in mind, I thought we could see what costumes I can come up with things I already own in my wardrobe, so we're not like spending a ton of money on something we're only gonna wear once. Of course, film and TV always have a huge influence on my styling. If you're someone who's also always looking for something to watch, then you're gonna wanna check out today's video sponsor, award-winning VPN, Surfshark. So the version of Netflix you see can be completely different to someone on the other side of the world, but with Surfshark, you're able to quickly and easily change those location settings and instantly have access to a ton more content. You can play around with different regions to see what's gonna suit your taste the best, and you don't have to worry if you share your Netflix with other people because Surfshark actually offers unlimited devices under just one account. Of course, they can help you with other streaming services along with a long list of other benefits. For example, ensuring your privacy and safety online by protecting all of your personal information. You can use my code SPOTLIGHT for 83% off plus 3 extra months for free. And since Surfshark offer a 30-day money-back guarantee, you can try it all risk-free via the link on screen and down below in the description box. Cats are undeniably a staple when it comes to Halloween costumes, but if you're looking for something a little bit more fun and playful, I think a great way to go about it would be to dress as Josie and the Pussycats. You could go for the comic, but personally I am obsessed with the 2001 film. If you guys haven't seen this, you need to immediately. It is just genius. Really, you could go for any outfit that was giving early 2000s pop star and then just add some cat ears. But if you are able to include some sort of leopard piece in there, I think that'll really help sell the message. Luckily for me, I already had this thrifted snow leopard coat which teamed perfectly with these black leather flares. I'd prefer it even more if they were colored or some sort of metallic, but since we're working with what we've already got, I just had to add a pop of color in elsewhere with the shoes, the top, and also the little microphone I thought could be a good prop. If you are planning to do it as a group costume, someone could have some drumsticks and maybe like a fake inflatable guitar or something. But even without the props, I feel like the cat ears are enough to tie it all together. I think one of the costumes we saw the most last year was cowboy, cowgirl, and it probably will continue on this year as well. Something that I feel like is somewhat adjacent to that, but could be a nice switch up, is to go for coyote ugly aesthetic. And I feel like this is very easy to recreate with your wardrobe, particularly if you're like an IMG girly or in your Y2K baddie era. And again, I think this would be an even bigger serve if you were to do it in a group costume format. And if you are going as a group, it's really easy to mix it up as well. For example, someone could opt for a little graphic white crop tee, if someone could switch to brown leather instead. There's also a bit of animal print action going on as well. Personally, I think I'd throw this leopard cardi over the top. I just feel a little bit more comfortable because there was a lot of skin happening. I think I actually forgot to mention this, but I am trying to restyle some of the pieces just to give you a few different options if you own that particular item. So obviously we're currently on the leather pants, and I know some people are gonna say Matrix, that's too boring, it's overplayed. I don't get that. If it looks good, it looks good. And obviously that doesn't just apply to costumes, but fashion in general as well. Honestly, I could do a whole rant on this because the hypocrisy of it all is really starting to get to me. I think this is timeless and perfect for someone whose closet is majority black clothing. I thrifted this coat for 10 bucks, probably looking at like 5 years ago now, and you guys have definitely seen a lot of it. And it is actually a Matrix replica, but even if you don't have something that's this dramatic, just opting for a regular leather blazer and still going for all black, a few accessories, you can just lean into like the spy sort of vibes as well. Okay, I actually didn't even originally have this one planned, but just on that topic of basic costume ideas, maid came to mind, and I was like, I have a lot of black and white and lacy sort of items that could totally pull together for a maid look, and this is what I came up with. I think this is a really fun spin on things, particularly if you have more of an alt or gothic leaning style. I think this could be a really cool option. Like, the original concept is definitely there, it's just styled in a less store-bought way, I guess. I actually really like this one. I'll probably be wearing it, not for Halloween, but literally you could just wear this whenever, regardless of the date. And while we're kind of on this gothic sort of topic, Misa Amane is definitely a go-to if that's the category you're looking for. I'm not featuring an outfit today because I've styled her so many times in the past. Personally, if I was going to go down the anime route though, I could not look past Soul Eater. I just love every character design in that show. Another good anime option, if you still wanted to be easily recognizable by the general public, is to go for something Pokemon inspired, because obviously that is just pop culture in general. I decided to dress as Pokemon trainer Thorn. I think she has such a cute fit, but honestly you don't have to go as a specific Pokemon or trainer. You could just wear any sort of cute outfit that looks like you're ready for a little anime adventure, and then if you hold a Pokeball or carry a Pokemon on you, I feel like people can just assume. For example, what actually sparked this whole idea was Dakota from Drag Race UK. She did an outfit that she said was inspired by if she was a Pokemon trainer. It wasn't a direct reference to an already existing character, but as soon as she said that, everyone could see the inspo behind it and loved it. So if you enjoy dressing like an anime or cartoon character, I think this one's a good excuse. So the next piece that I actually want to try making a couple of different looks for is this little white dress. After some strategic belt layering, we have my version of a pirate, and I can see why this is a classic because it definitely is a cute look. Obviously, if I had a brown leather pirate hat, that would really sell it, but when I went to the local dollar store, there's like 3 in my area, all of them were sold out of pirate hats, so I don't know. Maybe we're gonna see a lot of them this Halloween. Honestly, I'm just jealous that they all beat me to it, because I think if I had that last piece of the puzzle, this would be a serve. Of course, you can't have a white dress costume without doing an angel, and I do think this outfit is actually very cute and the sort of thing you could wear without the angel attachments any time of year. If I was doing an angel costume, I think I would actually prefer one I've done in a previous video where it was Shelby from A Cinderella Stories version. I just like the idea of it being a 2-in-1. I know character costumes can be a little bit trickier when it comes to being lucky enough to already have similar items in your wardrobe, so I think if you just go for an original angel, it's still a really sweet option. It was actually physically impossible for me to do a hot girl Halloween costumes and not include an Aizawa character. Since we already had the white dress on, I decided to go for my girl Hachi. I feel like this is the look I consider most synonymous with her, not necessarily because it was such an integral part to the show, but because I see so many people do a closet cosplay of it because the pieces are really simple. Nana fans are definitely going to be able to spot it straight away, and if you had a friend who could go as Nana Osaki as well with a plaid skirt, leopard coat, that would be iconic. I do, by the way, already have an entire video with Nana related outfits if you're interested. Honestly, I have to fight myself every day not to film a part 2 to that. I could probably keep going with a few more white dress options, but I'm gonna leave this as the last one. Tiffany, Bride of Chucky. Not gonna lie, my version is looking a little bit half-assed. I am well aware of that, but the bones of it are there. I think if you just had a few extra props, this could work, like a fake knife, a veil, and this could be said for a lot of the looks today. Going in more detail with your makeup, I'm trying to get all of these outfits filmed in one day, so I don't have the time to keep switching it up. But if you went for a really dramatic 90s sort of look, that would totally sell it. I know I typically lean more towards movie and TV looks, but there is so many iconic moments in music to choose from as well. Actually, I'm gonna link a TikTok series that's like the Game of Thrones of the 2000s pop girlies. I'm obsessed with it. But taking into consideration recent trends like ties and cargo pants, I think the easiest one to recreate is actually Avril Lavigne. She did actually have a couple of different iconic eras, but obviously today I am referencing her debut and Skater Boy sort of era. I think sometimes music video looks can be harder to execute because it feels like it needs to be more precise than movie or TV characters that you get a general idea of their style. But for some reason, Avril's translates really easily, probably because she had quite distinct brand styling. It would also probably be pretty easy to tweak this and go with Lindsay Lohan from Freaky Friday as well. Now, personally, if I was to go down the K-pop avenue, I think I would only do it if I was going to be in a safe place, filled with other K-pop stands, so I didn't have to explain my reference all night long. But if you're up for it, there is definitely an abundance of iconic looks to choose from. Sticking to the spooky spirit of things, I've gone for Red Velvet Psycho. I feel like this is such an easily identifiable era. What's it been, like nearly 2 years, and it is still at the forefront of my brain at all times. Plus, in my opinion, it's another one of those ones where you don't have to have the exact look. As long as it's somewhere in the wheelhouse, people are probably going to get the gist. And of course, if you were able to go as a 5-person group, it would make it that much more impactful. I think a really cool duo costume could be Mary-Kate and Ashley. They have so many movies to choose from. Personally, one of my favorites as a kid was New York Minute, and I feel like it's one of the easiest to recreate and most instantly recognizable if you go for the little I love New York tourist moment. All it took was a quick DIY on a white tee and then choosing out a pair of red bottoms. Mary-Kate wears shorts, Ashley wears the skirt. If you're looking for a more casual and comfortable choice, I think this could totally be a winner, especially if you do lean into those more nostalgic sort of costumes. I don't know, there's just something fun about it being the girls who get it, and it might spark a conversation on the Olsen twins, which I would definitely be more than happy to embrace at a party. Personally, not a fan of just doing generic schoolgirl as a costume, but if there is a particular reference in mind, then I think you can make it work, particularly if it is a group costume. And for me, I think one of the most iconic options would be d.e.b.s. Everyone has a blue plaid skirt and a short sleeve white button down, but for each of the characters you can switch up the accessories a little bit, specifically the sock and shoe combos. I don't have a toy gun, but I feel like that would definitely add a lot to the costume and particularly help other people recognize that you're not just a schoolgirl, but there must be some other reference happening there. Actually, realistic looking toy guns probably isn't going to be the best option depending on where you're going, but even if you had like a little blue water gun, I feel like that would add to the cute Y2K vibes of it anyway. With the popularity of balletcore over the last year, I think we can definitely expect to see a lot of ballerinas come October 31st. And I'm not mad about it. I will be liking every single post, even if it is the 50th in a row. There's definitely a few different ways you could approach this one. This is what I came up with what I had in my wardrobe. This is actually like an underskirt petticoat, but I think it gives the same sort of illusion. I've got the crossover leotard, a little bolero, and of course, had to do some tights and leg warmers. I'm sure the actual ballet girlies will eat me up on this one, but I still feel really cute. I almost didn't include this because it feels too obvious. This has to be one of the easiest outfits to put together last minute if you have a lot of black in your wardrobe once again. All you have to do is pick up a witch's hat and you are good to go. But honestly, if you remove the hat, this is a cute look any day of the year. Okay, next we're gonna try and style the red dress. Not gonna lie, the main reason I pulled this baby out is because I've been dying to try the look from Perfect Blue. Every time I've seen someone try this, I think it looks amazing and just the epitome of hot girl costume. This is once again very simple, but the overall silhouette is really impactful with the voluminous skirt and the extra long gloves and socks. Obviously, this would instantly be 10 times better if you already have short black hair or if you have a wig. I do have one here, but y'all are gonna tell me to go back to Party City where I belong because it is just a good old shiny mess. So my other suggestion, if you're someone who also is really digging this sort of silhouette, I think you could take it more in like a creepy doll sort of way. That way you could do whatever color palette you wanted, and if you added the makeup, again, it's gonna be stunning. I'm actually kind of shocked with how good this one turned out. Obviously, it's nothing groundbreaking, it's just Little Red Riding Hood, but these are everyday pieces you guys see in my videos all the time, but combine them all together and it's giving store-bought costume. I didn't have a cape or a hood, so I actually took the red scarf from earlier and just made this little makeshift moment. My basket is probably a bit too big to realistically carry around, but perhaps you have a more size-appropriate option.
The hardcore girls just wear lingerie and some form of animal ears.
So we are all well aware of the animal ears rule at this point, but I wanted to put my own twist on things, styling this bunny hat that I've had for a couple of years now, and I am so happy with how it turned out. It is very much up my alley and my personal style with the more cutesy sort of vibe. After filming this entire video, I am convinced this will be my costume of choice this year. Let me know what you guys think though. Who/what do you think I should go as? And also, what are you guys going as well? I'd love to hear from you. Plus, it kind of gives some extra ideas in the comments as well. But I mean, come on, this has to feel the most me of the bunch, right? Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to check out today's video sponsor, Surfshark. The links will be in the description box, as well as a ton more video links if you're still looking for some costume ideas. I hope you have a happy Halloween, and I'll see you really soon.